Hello traders, Caroline Allison here with Grok Trade. It is Thursday, December 8th of 2011 and hope you are ready for some technical analysis here. So let's do it. Let's take a look at our chart and let's analyze it here deeply so that you know what's happening. And as you can see, we keep making lower highs and lower lows, and today we were trying hard, really hard, to stay above the 200-day moving average, which we see here in blue, but finally we didn't have enough strength to do it and we pulled back down big time, breaking through the 200-day moving average on a pretty decent volume. It's not really high, but it's sitting right at the average and it's higher than the previous bar, so that is a good sign. So we are breaking through the 200 as well as through the 8 and through the 50-day moving average, so we are entering into bearish territory according to our moving averages, and we are doing that on a pretty decent volume. So news. So that's what happened here today. We got some news from Europe and then we pushed back down and we continued lower, and we actually finished the day lower below all major moving averages. What that means is that we could be in trouble. So watch those moving averages here really carefully tomorrow, as well as that next area of support on our way down here, the 55.36 mark, because that's the next area of support on our way down if we ever go lower. But first of all, we'll have to break through the low of today, which is at the 56.01, and then we'll have to close below it, and from then on we could head lower to that area of support right here, the 55.35. So that is one of those areas that you need to watch really closely, and then you also have some other areas of support down below. But the other thing that I want you to keep your eye on is that upper area of resistance right here, the 56.90 mark, which is sitting right at this black trend line coming down. So we are developing some downtrend right here between those two trend lines, those two black trend lines inside a huge symmetrical triangle. So we could try to push it lower to the 55.35, and then the next one down would be right here at this black trend line. But what else could happen here? We could bounce, try to go back up above the moving averages, and then try to push it all the way up to that area of resistance up here. So that's another scenario for you to look for. So check this out. Look at the MACD. The MACD is turning south. It is pointing lower, closer and closer to the zero line, but according to the MACD, we are still in a bullish territory because we are still above the zero line. Even though we are pointing south, we are still above the zero line. As soon as we cross that line to the downside, then we would be in a bearish territory. So that means trouble. So watch that little guy here carefully and pay close attention to it as well. Alright, yeah, so that's what I have for you for today. Hope it helps you. Safe trading to all of you out there tomorrow, and I'll see you again then.